It's now about 1.5 months for presidential and parliamentary elections, slated for 14th January 2021. As candidates across the country campaign, all eyes are on the Electoral Commission, which is mandated to plan, organize and conduct periodic elections after every 5 years. One way through which the Commission can build public trust in the electoral process is by ensuring that information on their activities and plans is easily accessible by the public. The Africa Freedom of Information Center has released a report in which the Electoral Commission is accused of reluctance to release some information that should be publicly available.
Our work, we were hearing, significant voices in almost every district that people saying that they believe that the results of 2011 presidential elections were switched. Now, so this was a fair thing. We said, okay, let us make information request under the law. Unfortunately, the Electoral Commission did not respond to our request. This request was made in June in 2015. We followed up in August 2015. Still, the Commission did not give us requested information.
I'm not familiar with that particular issue that they're raising, and I find it strange because 2011 election results were made public because if you remember well, the results were even a subject of a court, a petition before the courts of law, and for that purpose we came out clearly with every detail that was required.
The Electoral Commission is one of the government entities that run big budgets they spend in planning and organizing elections at different levels. The forthcoming 2021 election, the EC is set to spend over 500 billion shillings. According to the Africa Freedom of Information Center, the Commission is not willing to disclose information on the procurement it has undertaken.
In this financial year, they have disclosed only one contract. The billions they have received, they have disclosed only one contract, which is worth 200 million.
As a government, as a constitutional commission, our spending is audited. Our books of accounts are audited by the Auditor General and they are published.
Another issue identified during the study was that members of the public hardly participate in vetting the persons employed as commissioners of the polls body.
This is a very big factor in determining whether or not people are going to trust the commission. In Uganda, for example, we see that every election, presidential election, nearly 40% of registered voters do not turn up.
Their details are looked at and considered by Parliament, and if they are approved, then they are given appointment. That procedure was, the public is represented because this work is done through the Parliament of Uganda. And unless you want to say that the Parliament does not represent the people of Uganda.
In the last quarter, in the fulfillment of the Political Parties and Organizations Act, the Electoral Commission released 15 billion shillings for funding political parties represented in Parliament. The money was shared on the basis of the number of MPs a political party has in Parliament. The political parties also filed their sources of income in annual returns to the Electoral Commission. However, the Africa Freedom of Information Center claims that the Commission does not readily make this information available to the public.
Someone or a political party can go to a businessman, get money, under the condition that when such a party or person is in office, for example, should give tenders, or the tenders to the funder, that the policies and laws and decisions they make are in favor of the funder.
This is information that can be accessed on request. We have a political party desk, we have an accounting officer in this institution, and all information relating to monies, our expenditure, incomes and expenditures, everything related to how we spend the monies appropriated to us can be accessed.
There is also the question of witness protection in the case of someone within the Electoral Commission blows the whistle on the dirty deals in the Commission under the Witness Protection Act of 2010.
The President recently said that he fired senior officials of the Electoral Commission because of corruption. Now, it cannot be that all the staff of the Electoral Commission didn't know probably that something was being fishy. But because of that unsafe environment, for the law to be applied safely.
They are speculating about these matters, and I don't want to comment on speculation.
The electoral body has also been faulted for not conducting adequate voter education, in most cases leaving out people with special needs.
So we have not seen persons with disabilities being included. Persons with disabilities do not know their polling stations. They are wondering how they are going to access these polling stations, but also most importantly, how are they going to see this information on the ballot boxes?
They're given priority voting, they're assisted, and when you're organizing elections, especially delegates conferences and that, we even facilitate helpers.
It has been recommended that the Electoral Commission should be proactive in giving out information, especially about the expenditure, political parties, and any other information that is important to the public, because this electoral body is run using public funds. It has also been recommended that civil society organizations should continue following up with the Electoral Commission to see that its operations are in consonance with the existing laws. Sudil Biaruhanga, NTV at the Electoral Commission, Kampala.